everyone. Good evening. My name is Dimple Willabus. I wear many hats. I'm a resident homeowner, business owner, and I own several organizations and businesses. But tonight, I'm here as a resident. Earlier today, I joined Assemblywoman Jamie Williams, among a lot of other elected officials and community leaders at Floyd Bennett Field, to celebrate the closing of the migrant camp that was there, that is, a parks facility. So, and we were there just to commemorate that celebration. And most of you who've been following, over a year ago, this initiative started where Assemblywoman Jamie Williams took on the task of saying, we need to pay more attention to this facility because it floods, and the residents need to come out and support, because we want to make sure that the people who are there, is in a humane space. This wasn't a space that was conducive to where they were, because these are families and parents and children dwelling in that space. When it's raining, when it's cold, it wasn't the best facility. However, that facility was closed, and I just wanted to thank Jamie Williams, Assemblywoman Jamie Williams, among the community leaders, New Yorkers First, and a couple other organizations who came together and lead the charge. A lot of people commend us in this community, especially Mill Basin, Marine Park, and other surrounding pockets of our district, for being safe or safer compared to other communities. And that's because us as residents, we put our neck on the line to stand steadfast in our work to make sure our community is safe. Some people actually call themselves the mayor of their block. I'm not. But there's some people here who say, I'm the mayor of my block. I walk my block, I check to make sure things are good. Well, those are the people who actually secure their neighborhoods. And that's pretty much what we did. Regardless of where we stand in terms of Democrat, Republican, Conservative, we actually did it as a bipartisan initiative where we came together and looked out for our community. And thankfully, Floyd Bennett Field, is currently closed to house the migrants. Now, the next thing I want to share really quickly, for those of you who are not aware, there was an assault happened in Mill Basin on E66 and Avenue U. Two brothers from Bergen Beach, right in this neighborhood, were assaulted. They were coming out from the Chase Bank that's on Avenue U, and they called the cops because there was a fender bender. They bumped into another car, something, altercation happened there. But they called the cops, and instead of the cops coming, these two guys pulled up with a vehicle, and they said they presented business cards, and they said that they can fix their vehicle for a better price. So I'm sure some of you know where this is going. And the guys went back in their car, and the two guys came up and said, hey, what are you doing? And they were like, oh, we're not interested in your services. So the two guys, one of them punched the mirror, broke the mirror. So the owner of the car came out and said, what are you doing? So they assaulted the two brothers, just to say it in a nutshell. And those two, they presented a badge, police badge, saying they're both cops, and so on and so forth. So all of this, I'm telling you, was recorded. So we held a press conference right there at E66 and Avenue U. So the reason I'm sharing this with you, because this is something could easily be brushed under the rug, because we're so focused on killing, shootings, and stabbings. But really and truly, these small things is what escalate, and we need to be vigilant in our community looking out for this. Could you imagine if this was your mother or your sister or your daughter? Or, these are things that we need to pay attention to. So as residents in our community, to keep our community safe, we have to work collectively to make sure that we vigilant. If we see something, say something. Thank you.
Thank you.